brothers rock Jesus pieces, but they really don't know Jesus. Just know that he's the seed, and please believe it. We got the keys to the kingdom. We'll never be defeated. Evil legions, all of these heathens and demons. I know you see them scheming, please believe it. We got the keys to the kingdom. We got the keys for the brothers rock Jesus pieces, but they really don't know Jesus. Just know that he's the seed, and please believe it. We got the keys to the kingdom. We'll never be defeated. Evil legions, all of these heathens and demons. I know you see them scheming, please believe it. We got the keys to the kingdom. We got the keys to the keys to the.
How you doing, Kristen? So what's your nationality, Kristen?
Black.
Black? Okay, now, on a map, can you find out what nation is black? Where's the nation that's called black? Is it on the map?
No.
So why do we call ourselves black? Why you call yourself black right now?
African descent.
African descent? Okay, so would you say you're African American?
Yeah.
Okay, so where'd you learn that term from?
In general.
Huh?
In general.
In general? Who taught our people that language?
The white man.
The white man, exactly. So why do we continue to go about these names called African Americans? Because our people are asleep. Give me Isaiah 1 and 3.
Wake him
Because our
up!
people are asleep. Our people don't care about the nationality. Understand that. A lot of our people walking around right now, they just consider themselves blacks or African Americans. That doesn't even make any sense whatsoever. One, there's no nation in the world called black. Two, you can't be from two different nations. You can't be from Africa and America. Those are two white men. Why did they give that name to us? But go ahead and read this.
Wake
The
up!
book of Isaiah, chapter 1 and verse 3. The ox knoweth his owner.
The ox knows his owner. Most High God right now is making comparison between the ox and his people. Go ahead.
And the ass his master's crib.
Now, both these animals he just described are dumb animals, intelligently. They're dumb, right? They will stand there and let you slit their throat without even moving. They're dumb animals. But an ox knows his owner, and the jackass, which is a donkey, knows where he's from. Right? Go ahead.
But Israel
The so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, what's wrong with them?
doth not know.
They don't know who their God is. They don't know where their homeland is. You ask our people where we from, they say Africa. There's 54 countries in Africa. So what country in Africa are you from? You can't tell you. You can't pinpoint it. You know why? Because you are an Israelite. That's why. Because you don't belong to Africa. Go ahead.
But Israel does not know. My people does not consider.
It says Israel doesn't even consider. Just like a lot of our folks walking around, we're reading the Bible, telling you that you are the greatest people on the face of the earth, and you don't stop and consider the fact that, hold on, that Bible's in the same church that I go to. Why won't I sit here and listen to these brothers? How you doing, sis? What's your name?
It's Tanisha.
Tanisha, how you doing, Tanisha? Now, like I was just explaining to my sister Crystal, right? I don't want to get it wrong, okay? Like I was explaining to our sister Crystal, what is your nationality? You're a Christian? That's a religion. So your nationality is what nation do you belong to? United States, American? You would say you're American? Do you think that the white people consider you American? No, exactly. So you're not even confident in the answers you give, right? Because the simple fact is our people don't know who they are. That's a fact, right? You don't know who you are. Like I said, your nationality, my sister right here, you know, how old are you, sis? If you mind me asking. That's okay? Well, your age, you're more age than her, correct? Okay. So we got an aged sister here, and we got a younger sister here who don't know the nationality because the way this system is set up is to keep you dumbed down, right? This system is not for you. This system is against you in all possibilities. All your babies coming up, this system is against them. Understand, they're going to be in a system that's against them. Now, are you married? Baby father, you with them? See, this is an issue in our community, though. You understand that? Because our people don't keep God's laws. Because if you were following God's laws, you would have had a righteous man. He would have stayed with you, and he would have helped you raise your kids. You understand that? And that's something that a lot, not just you, there's plenty of women right here walking in the same situation, sis. You understand that? Give me Hebrews 13:4, just to show you. Because this is what God put out to our people. All right, go ahead.
The book of Hebrews, chapter 13 and verse 4. Marriage is honorable in all, and the bed undefiled.
God said marriage is honorable in all, but most of us out in the world, right? Most of the brothers up here now are married. At one point in time, I wasn't married, right? So I wasn't following this, right? Which you're not married, you're not following this either. Sis, are you married? You're not following this either. But most of us have been sexually active, right? Most of us out in this world have been sexually active, right? Okay, so read that again.
Marriage is honorable in all, and the bed undefiled.
So God said as long as you're married, you can do whatever you want with your spouse. Go ahead.
But whoremongers and adulterers, God will judge.
So lo and behold, right now you are considered to the Most High God, you are a whoremonger and an adulterer. Those are your titles right now. Understand that because you're not married. You have kids and you're not married, right? You know what I'm saying? You're not married. If you're out here being sexually active, God calls you a whoremonger or an adulterer. It's just the hard facts. It's the truth. What's going on, sis?
I'm not sexually active.
Do you lust after men?
No.
You sure? You ever seen a man on TV who's like, ooh, that brother fine. You sure? Okay, well, from your lips to God's ears, sis. If you're doing that, all praises. But marriage is honorable. God said he wants his people married, all right? That's how he set us up in the beginning. He told the man to leave his parents' house and go to a woman, right? And get married and be together. Okay? Read that again. Read it again.
This is the book of Hebrews, chapter 13 and verse 4. Bring it out. Marriage is honorable in all, and the bed undefiled. But whoremongers and adulterers, God will judge.
So God will judge you if you continue in your sin. All right? So you know what sin is? What is sin? Okay, there's a lot of things. So what is sin by definition? Give me that. So we're going to teach our people what sin is according to the Bible. What's sin, sis? Wickedness. That's a vague answer. We know it's a lot of wickedness, but what is actually sin? So let's get it by what the scriptures say, okay? Go ahead.
This is the book of 1 John, chapter 3 and verse 4. Whosoever committed sin.
So whoever commits a sin, right? So we know now the topic is sin, right? Okay, go ahead.
Whosoever committed sin transgresseth also the law.
So you know what transgressive means? Transgressive? You know what it means? Yes? No? It means to break. Transgressive means to break, go against, okay? Go ahead.
Whosoever committed sin transgresseth also the law. For sin is the transgression of the law.
So sin, by definition of the Bible, by God's words, sin is the breaking of his laws. Okay? So you are in the midst of sin. You are in the midst of sin. Understand that, right? And I'm going to just show you one reason why y'all are in the midst of sin right now. Okay? Give me Deuteronomy 22 and 5. Because we're just going to show y'all, because one thing about it is we love our people. We love you, sis. We love you, sis. You understand that? Because that is the love of God, is to teach you when you're breaking his laws so that when he comes sends his son back, you don't die. That's love. Not me giving you $20 and saying, hey, sis, you look good or whatnot. No, that's not love. Love is actually telling you where you're wrong at so that you can get right so that you don't die. Ain't that love? Wouldn't you consider that love? I would. Go ahead.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 22 and verse 5. The woman.
So now we know that the topic right now is talking to you. You're a woman, right? Okay, you're a woman, right? Go ahead.
The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man.
Read it again.
The woman shall not wear.
So when it says shall not, right? God says thou shalt not. He is commanding you. He is saying you shall not That means hell no, in no shape or form should you be doing this. Okay? This is what we call commandments. These are laws of God, okay? And remember, sin is going against what he said you shall not. He said, you shall not do this. And you sitting here like, I'm going to do it anyway. So now you're in the midst of sin. Go ahead.
The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man. Neither shall a man put on a woman's garment.
Okay, so now we got that out, right? What's a woman's garment? Dress, a skirt, bras, panties, stuff like that, right? It was said a man should not wear that, right? But it also said a woman should not wear which pertaineth unto a man. So what pertains naturally to a man? No, what pertains to a man by clothes? What do we both wear that really was made for men? What we got, sis? Masculinity, but okay, so what do we wear? What do you have on now that I have on? Yeah, we both got clothes, but be more specific. We got shirt, but what else? You don't want to say it. What else we got? What are you wearing that I'm wearing? Do I got to come out and step out for you? The what? The pants. Sis, you wearing pants, I'm wearing pants, right? This pertains to me because I'm a man. Understand that. If you do your history, you could do some research, and you could do some research too. Look it up. Back in the 1940s, I believe, or something like that, it was illegal for you to wear pants in America. It was considered cross-dressing, impersonating a man. Understand that. So they knew that back in the day. Back in the Bible times, we knew women didn't wear pants. This is a new thing on the earth. You understand that? The reason why your baby daddy ain't with you is because you in pants, sis. Regardless of whatever y'all went through, he's out here lusting for you. That's it. He got to know you. He got in there and he left. A righteous man would have loved you. Righteous man would have stayed with you. You understand that? But most of the time, brothers is in here trying to see what it's like and then go. Once you let them in, they see what it's like. They like it, whatever, for a little bit, and then they go to the next one. He out chasing the next sister that's in tight pants or showing her shape. Because God said that's ugly. That's an ugly thing. Give me 1 Timothy 2:9. Because you got to understand this. God said he gave you a specific way to dress as a woman. Just like he told all the men, y'all should not wear women's garments. That's an abomination. Matter of fact, finish that out. Deuteronomy 22:5.
Deuteronomy chapter 22 and verse 5. The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man. Neither shall a man put on a woman's garment. For all that do so are abomination unto the Lord thy God.
So you're an abomination to the Lord thy God. Right now, God is looking at that as a detestable thing. You understand? All my sisters that are Israelites, Israelite women, if they're in pants, God's looking at it as a detestable thing. It's abominable to him. You understand? And that's what the Bible says. But lo and behold, America has told you that it's okay. It's more comfortable. It's easier to get on. What else they tell you? You look good in them and all this stuff like that. God says you look ugly in them things. Because get 1 Timothy 2:9. Because this is what he says. What?
This is the book of 1 Timothy chapter 2 and verse 9. In like manner also, that women adorn themselves in modest apparel.
Do me a favor. You got a phone? Google. Go to Google real quick. And I want you to Google the word adorn. A-D-O-R-N. You got a phone? Okay. Google that real quick. And let me know what you get. Because this is important. That word is in the Bible. So let's see what God is saying to you. You got it? Adorn? Adorn? Yeah, go ahead. What did it say? And what? Enhance the what? So it says to add, enhance the appearance of something, right? Okay. So enhance the appearance, right? So look, if God is telling you to enhance, I'm saying enhance your appearance by putting modest clothes on. Doesn't that tell you something? No? It don't tell you nothing? So look, I looked up adorn definition. You want to read that? Because I don't know what you got. This is what I got. Come here.
It say make more beautiful or attractive.
It say what?
To make more beautiful or attractive.
Thank you. So the word adorn, read that again.
In like manner also, that women adorn themselves in modest apparel.
So modest apparel is dressing to not attract sexual attention. So God said make yourself more beautiful by not dressing in sexual apparel, right? You get that? So what's more sexual than pants, tight pants or showing your figure, or a dress that doesn't show your figure? A dress doesn't show your figure, right? So that's better, right? That's how you make yourself more beautiful, right? Because in the eyes of God, right now, that's ugly. It don't look good. Lo and behold, what they tell you look good, but it don't look good. Why do they tell you this? Why do they tell you, you got women's pants, but you still got a zipper in the front? What you pulling out? Nothing. So what you got pants on for? You understand what I'm saying? Exactly. Look at it. It's hitting her. It's hitting her now. She's like, oh, you know what? Yeah, you're right. That's crazy. Go ahead.
In like manner also, that women adorn themselves in modest apparel, with shamefastness and sobriety, not with braided hair, or gold, or pearls, or costly array, but which becometh women professing godliness with good works.
So godliness with good works. But you see what I'm saying? A lot of our sisters don't like to hear that. They don't like the fact that God said that you can't wear pants. God said that you can't do it, sis. Don't do it no more. That's called repentance if you change. But if you stay the same, I mean, you just a sinner. You know what I'm saying? So you in the midst of sin right now, right? So what are you gonna do? Change when? Starting today. You got dresses and stuff? Now it's talking about modest apparel. Don't be going out there putting no sundress and no pin dress on or nothing like that. Okay, well listen, it's cool. Give me Psalms 119. You know what I want.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 119 and verse 59. I thought on my ways and turned my feet unto thy testimony.
So you think on your ways today, right now. You're here. You're thinking on your ways and turn your feet to the testimony. What the laws just told you, correct? Go ahead.
I made haste.
I made what?
I made haste.
What's it mean to make haste? Make haste. Haste. Like I'm haste. I'm in a hurry. Right? So make haste means to do it in a hurry. Made haste. Go ahead.
I made haste and delayed not to keep thy commandments.
So it said made haste and delayed not to keep thy commandments. So you shouldn't put it off to next week where you're like, all right, next week I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to change. I'm not going to wear pants no more. So you wear them all through the week. You just telling God like, whatever, I'll get it when I get it. Right? But that's not how you're supposed to roll, right? Give me Romans 6:23. Because in the midst of sin, what is sin? Sin is what? Sin is what? When you're in sin, what are you doing? You are breaking what? There you go. Remember, sin is what? Come on, say it. Be confident. You got it. Breaking the law. You good, sis. And look, if you're wrong, that's what we're here for. But that's what we're here for. So just say it however you want to say it. If it's wrong, we'll correct it. You understand? That's what we're here for. We're here for our people. We're not here to make you feel dumb. We're not here to put you on the spot and be like, oh, she don't know what she's talking about. We've been doing this for years. So we're here for you to teach you so you can get right. All right? Go ahead.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 6 and verse 23. For the wages of sin.
So it says the wages of sin. Sin is... All right, so the wages of sin, the wages for breaking the laws. Wages means what? Payment, right? If you work a job, you get paid wages, right? So God said your payment for breaking the laws is what?
For the wages of sin is death.
It's death. There is no other way. There's no way to slice that. If you keep breaking God's laws, you will die. A spiritual death. You understand? Everyone here is going to have a physical death. Understand? But you will have a spiritual death. Burned for eternity. We don't want that, right? We scared of that, right? Well, we'll see. Because if you're truly scared of that, you'll keep the commandments of God.
We used to scream black power while heroin was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission. Minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold. From Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.